100 block of 18th Street South. They say no one was hit and no one was hurt, but they did arrest a man for reckless discharge of a firearm.
Officers don't believe the public was in danger because of this event. Everyone involved knew each other and it was not a random act. However, 24-year-old Dexter Fox of Moorhead is in the Clay County Jail. Officers are still trying to figure out what led up to the shooting. Fargo police are marking a dark day in the department's history. It was 5 years ago last night that Officer Jason Mosier was shot by a man involved in a domestic disturbance in North Fargo. Mosier died the next day.
The city is holding a memorial service this morning at 11 o'clock in the City Commission chambers. Now you can catch that live streaming. It will be on our website. That's valleynewslive.com. A man who ran away from police is still on the loose this morning after a chase in Clay County and a car crash near downtown Moorhead. Here is the guy, though, that they're looking for. Deputies tried pulling over 41-year-old Burton Bonham yesterday for an outstanding warrant. He was driving a car along Highway 10 yesterday afternoon and then took off when cops turned on their lights and sirens.
The chase was called off because of high speeds, but police got another tip when they found him smashed into a cab near the downtown Hornbacher store at 11th Street and Main Avenue. He then took off on foot. Police say they do know who he is and they don't believe he's a danger to the public. We checked with both Cass and Clay County jails and neither has booked him in yet. Dilworth police are asking for your help locating a missing man. He hasn't been heard from since Sunday night. 60-year-old Kenneth Bosby was supposed to visit a friend near St. Cloud on Tuesday, but didn't show up.
His bags and cell phone are still at his house. Now, police say that he may have been seen at the Dilworth Walmart on Sunday or Monday heading for a bus. Now, call Dilworth Police or your local law enforcement if you have any information on where he could be.
A very cold start to the day. I was saying teens below because that's what we have in Fargo, but then Lisa corrected me, some 20s below, and even worse than that. It's a rough start to our Thursday.
It sure is. You know, we have added another community into that 30 below range you were talking about, the even worse range, and that's Roseau now. So Roseau and Baudette both at 31 below right now. There are several spots up north and in the east that are now into the 20s below. So, you know, we've been talking about temperatures getting a little colder and colder as we head into the weekend, and that's definitely what's happening here this morning. It's 15 below in Fargo and 19 below in Grand Forks. Not so bad down in Sisseton at 5 below. So big range in temperatures, coldest to the north and east, and factor in that wind and it's brutal. We're talking 50 below in Langdon, bone chilling in Devil's Lake as well at 44 below your wind chill, and 40s below in Thief River Falls and Fawston. Fargo, a wind chill of 29 below and 37 below in Grand Forks. So dangerous cold yet again this morning, and a little bit of a difference here from previous days. We have some clouds passing through and maybe produce a few flurries here this morning, especially in the south. But as you see, we could see those move as far north as about Highway 2 or so as we continue on through the day today. They shouldn't be impactful. We're just talking about seeing a few flakes on your windshield as you're driving around here today. A look at your bus stop planner. Frigid for the kids. Again, a reminder to layer up, cover up, and limit your time outdoors as much as possible. Even this afternoon, going to be quite cold. We're looking at about 3 o'clock, that temperature around 5 below in Fargo. So it's just going to be cold, and we're going to see more cloud cover here for today. Here's some hope for you. I know you guys were mentioning how it's kind of got some of us down in the dumps. Well, you know, we're going to be at the bottom of that barrel for a few more days here through Valentine's Day. But on Monday, on the 15th, on our temperature trend map here or graph, you could see that starts to go up and we'll continue that trend beyond the next 7 days and return more toward that average here coming up in the forecast. So looking good as far as working our way out of this. But just keep in mind, we still have to take all those precautions here for the next few days, especially as those temperatures get colder into the weekend. So tough, yes, to come, but we're also looking at some improvement as well.
You know, bright spot with this, too cold to snow. So we haven't had to shovel anything for the last couple of days.
There you go.
No reason at all to go outside. Thank you, Lisa. A Fargo woman who was involved in a fiery car crash near Kindred last month has died. The obituary for 45-year-old Candace Blumhagen says she had returned home after being hospitalized, but was put back in the hospital last Thursday and died the next day from injuries suffered in a car accident.
That was a head-on crash on January 12th on the southeast part of Kindred. The other driver was also hurt. Prosecutors are expected to file formal charges today in that deadly clinic shooting in Buffalo, Minnesota, near the Twin Cities. The attack left one person dead, 4 others injured.
67-year-old Gregory Paul Ulrich is expected to be charged with second-degree murder, 4 counts of attempted murder, and possession of an explosive or incendiary device. He is scheduled to make his first court appearance this morning. Questions remain about why Ulrich had a gun, despite a probation agent's recommendation that he wasn't allowed to have one. You've seen the Facebook posts and front yard signs. Giving Hearts Day is finally here.
Now, it is a major 24-hour fundraiser for the hundreds of nonprofits who rely mostly on donations. The COVID pandemic has cut into the budgets of many nonprofits, so they're counting on a big push today. You can donate online at givingheartsday.org.
They're also accepting help in person or through the mail. Our last check showed more than $895,000 has been pledged so far just this morning.
We should also note we do have a link for that on our website as well and on the VNL News app, so go check it out. A Grafton, North Dakota family is now back together again after being separated for months by the coronavirus border lockdown. Vency Nelson took a trip to the UK to visit his fiancée in August.
He was supposed to be back mid-November for the holidays, but when a second wave of COVID-19 hit worldwide, he was stuck. He was finally able to come home this week and surprise his mom. Here's the moment they were reunited.
Just one bag.
The Transportation Security Administration asks the public to report any unattended baggage, suspicious behavior, or activity. Please immediately report any incidents to a TSA.
I love that. Nothing like a mother-son bond there. Vency's mom says she almost didn't recognize him because of the hazmat suit, but then she heard that familiar voice.
There's a lot to know about COVID-19, and instead of having to go from website to website for everything you need to know, NBC News is making it easy by bringing it all to one place with planyourvaccine.com.
And the Valley Today's Brian Sherrod, he joins us live this morning. He looked at the website and has what you need to know. Good morning, Brian.
And good morning, Jordan and Lisa. You know, planyourvaccine.com makes it pretty easy for you to know when you're eligible for wanting to get the vaccine for yourself. And the best part is split up by state, so it makes it pretty easy. Now, all you have to do to fit your criteria is just put in the following things, because it goes based off of what you are. So it goes by your age, your occupation, your health risk, and it also goes by your location as well. Now, letting you know that you can track who is eligible next and later with state-by-state vaccination distribution timelines. Find the closest vaccination locations to you, including pharmacies and public health centers. Signing up provides updates to changes as it comes in. Track progress to achieving herd immunity in each state. Total vaccinations in each state of a national map. This is updated daily. Shows where states rank nationally when residents are fully vaccinated. Follow percentage of allocated vaccines that have been used per state. Languages for translation include English, Spanish, and Mandarin. Now, signing up is pretty easy. All you have to do is put in your email address and password. It's as easy as that. Letting you know when you also type that in right after you do it, you just have to know the place you live. That's easy. Your occupation and the age group as well. Now, also letting you know that it's as easy as putting it on your computer screen or having it in the palm of your hands.
Thank you, Brian. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question: 21% of couples say they're doing this for Valentine's Day.
The answer is watching a romantic movie. Personal favorite here, The Notebook.
Stay inside and stay warm and cuddle. It's a good idea. The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but remember, the Valley Today rolls on right now on the Fargo CW.